Hey, Mace, I see you was bopping to the theme because I see you was bopping.
Yeah, I haven't heard that theme music in a while.
Yeah, it's been we had like a 2 month hiatus. We had a summer break. That's what we're gonna call it, a summer break. But
Yeah, because
we're
it was
back.
needed.
It was very much needed. It was, but I'm glad to be back with you guys. I know we didn't give y'all proper notice or whatever, but if you are if you are catching a replay, make sure y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Mace, how have you been since we've been away?
I've been, just struggling, trying to be a survivor, trying to stay alive, keeping my head above water, good times and all that, all that.
Scratching and surviving.
Scratching
You,
and surviving.
me too. Me too.
I
You know what?
almost was hanging in a child line. Almost was hanging.
I was almost hanging on the child line too. You know my IG was hacked and that messed with my spirit. I was toe up about it. I couldn't hardly get no. I was shocked at how much it really affected me.
I know it did because I was shocked at how much it affected me because it had me in the
I saw
DM.
you go in the bed with
Yeah,
with
it
the
had me in
hacker.
the DM. I'm ready to go at it with the scammers. You ain't. Who is this?
I got caught. A Nigerian scam came across my page and said, "We gonna get this page," and I don't know why, because I ain't got that many people. I ain't like that. I ain't that big. Why don't you go after
Mm-mm.
these big people? Why don't you go after Sally Mae? Why
They
you
like
going
no.
after little old me
They just want to come and take you
on my
down.
page and with the scamming? But praise God, I was able to get it back with help, with
Yes.
Mace's help.
Yes, all praises due to Allah because it was about to be a crime situation because I was like, don't get to hacking because I know a little something too.
Well, I
I
know
was
people in Africa too now,
right.
so they can come and get you.
Shoot, I was married to a African scammer, so I know
Mm,
them.
scam over there. So now I have to be very selective on who I let on my page. But these scammers, they have a lot of fake pages, and I noticed this particular Nigerian scammer had a lot of pages of white people and made it seem like it was them. It was like random white people.
Hmm.
It'll say like God first or family
Oh,
first.
so he was trying to set up a fraudulent fraud. He was
He was fraudulent because it was so many fake accounts with white people on the front that he was attached to that was trying to come into my account. It was a mess. And IG, y'all need to do better. It shouldn't be that difficult to get your
Yeah,
account.
that's the problem because a lot of people, they dedicate their time on there. They're bringing a lot of eyeballs to Instagram, and for Instagram not to hold their customers back, at least try to get their account back should be a much better and easier and simpler process
It has to be an
for
easier way.
for you to get your account back if it's hacked, especially if you're able and willing to prove that it's you.
Right. Without paying money.
Right,
So
that's unfortunate. That's
so I was thinking about maybe verifying my account, but then that's $15 a month just for verification.
and then the point that you got to pay for it.
Yeah, you got to pay for that just to get the verification to prove that it's you. So I was like, maybe when I come up, y'all send us a cash out so we can get verified and pay this every month.
Right. All we need is $5 from three people a month. $5
Speaking
to
of begging, since we talking about begging,
begging. We could get into Shawnee and her begging ass husband
let's
since they
talking
asked.
about Shawnee O'Neal husband Keion, Pastor Keion, on live begging because his church was damaged in was it a hurricane or what was it? A storm?
It was, it's always wet over there. It was one of
It
them
don't have to
storms.
be
It was
a
one of them
tornado,
storms
whatever
before the
it
hurricane.
was. So he has the audacity to get on a video and ask we the people to donate. How much was it? 6.6 million.
He wanted I think 44.1 million. I believe it was something. It was $2,100. $2,100 from 21 people or something. It was some crazy number, but bottom line, he was trying to get 4 mil. I think we rounded it off to 4 mil. That's what he was trying to get from the peoples and the
Shawnee
congregation.
ain't got it. Shawnee ain't got it. You don't think
Shawnee,
so?
well, Shawnee probably have it, And she probably could have got it if she didn't say that she really was never in love with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes our mouth writes a check that our ex can't cash. Like we you know, that's just sometimes that happens. But I think Shaq would have helped it out. I think Shaq would have helped it out.
She was in love with Shaq. She was. Don't act like you wasn't, because you got a new man now. He a pastor. Don't act like you
technically,
wasn't.
I don't think she real. Well, if you heard the backstory on Shawnee, because I found out some information from Mr. Gene Deal that I didn't expect to find out information from Mr. Gene Deal, the ex-bodyguard of the notorious B.I.G. and P. Diddy.
Okay.
He was telling a story on his channel, and he said that actually he met a lawyer guy or whatever that was a lawyer, and that one day the lawyer was crying or something happened with the lawyer. He found out that the person wife had left them for Shaquille O'Neal. Come to find out that was Shawnee. Shawnee was allegedly married. Now this is all alleged now. That Shawnee was allegedly married to this gentleman. And that Shaq came along. Shaq was like, you know, hey, I like you. You looking good. You know, leave your life. And she left her life. She left her life for Shaq. So she has always been a gold digger, allegedly.
So you're telling me while they're pulling up reports on Jackie, talking about Jackie as a prostitute from 1987, over 30 years ago, over 35 years ago, y'all are pulling up stuff from the 80s. To dethrone.
Evelyn got no business, because I'm from the Bronx and my husband is from Soundview. And
so you doing all of that. So speaking on Keion, just get Keion out of the way before we talk about Basketball Wives real quick. I don't know why your church don't have insurance. That's the purpose.
But they do. They have to. That's a mega church. It has insurance.
So why are you? He said God told him. God gave him a number. And I'm just trying to understand where that come from, because you're supposed to get insurance for that, right? You got insurance, right? Unless you running a Ponzi scheme or some type of scam at their church.
Yeah, they say allegedly his house is the exact number of the amount that he was asking for.
Oh, so, okay.
Allegedly, that's what the people had said. But I'm telling you, this is a tax-free business. I mean, if you want to scam, get into the church. Become a preacher if you want this. That's a tax-free business. He's collecting money from the people. Maybe he should ask that lady that he told. Shh. So maybe she'll donate a little something.
To me, it's just a bad look when these mega church pastors like Creflo Dollar a few years ago. Remember, he got on talking about he wanted a giant helicopter. He wanted a plane or a helicopter. God said that he was supposed to have a plane.
I believe it was his own plane.
It was something like that, and he wanted everybody else to pay for it. My thing is, don't you have the money? Don't you have the money?
Hey Robin.
And it doesn't come across as God. You know, you try to make it seem like God said, and because this don't really have nothing to do with God. It have a lot to do with you as a person.
I think I'm gonna start doing that. I think I'm gonna just start doing it. I'm gonna think I know the word. You know what I'm saying? The spirits do speak through me sometimes. And that's why sometimes I hate doing these shows, because I get like, you know, I'm a little bit of a clairvoyant, so I get a little bit of sight, and it'd be like, child, these are some lying bitches. And that's what I just heard in my left ear.
God said these are
lying bitches.
Bitches. Okay.
Lying bitches. Scamming and lying. That's what I had heard. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I just heard.
Speaking of scamming and lying, since we on the same subject of Basketball Wives, LA, we got to talk about this current season of Basketball Wives, which is completely, because last season was about attacking Malaysia. Y'all, it seemed like y'all pick a person each season to go against. I don't feel bad for Malaysia either, because you was a part of that with OG. When they was going against OG, you was a part of that. So they had a season where it was about CC, getting CC out. Then it was about getting OG out. Then it was about getting Malaysia out. Now this season is all about Jackie. It's all
like
about Jackie.
Old pack of bullies, like a big old.
Y'all don't have nothing else to talk about.
And
My
Jennifer
thing,
just sends me. Oh my god, she is so annoying to me. Like she is so desperate. Like, when are you gonna crawl from up
face
under
rapper.
Evelyn's coochie here? I'm about sick of it.
I'm sorry, I can't be friends with somebody who jumped across the table at me and threw a drink at me and threw a chair at me. I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm not gonna be able to do all
Yeah,
of
because
that.
we gonna have to shoot the fair one or get this one, but we can't even speak. Like,
But
it's not gonna
it's a
happen.
lot going on with Jennifer, her new boo as well, because they're supposed to be getting married soon. But he's a criminal,
Allegedly.
and allegedly he was spotted outside of the country, and he's on parole. He's not allowed to go outside the country. He was on Basketball Wives asking Jennifer for $200,000 for his court case, not for the wedding. Or am I mistaken? Was he asking money for his court case?
I believe it was for his court case because I missed the part about the last two episodes, but the last time they were talking about the wedding, like I said, Jennifer is never getting married. The spirits don't lie to me, and I said this in previous shows. Like
She has the worst
it's
case
not going to
coming in.
happen. It's not going to happen for her. I don't know. And then like this guy, he's my Gemini brother. You know, I keep track with the Geminis, all of them, and he could be scamming her.
I think he does. I don't. Some people are questioning his sexuality. Some people are saying that he.
I was too. Just questioning, not judging. Just questioning. Did we break up? What's going on? Okay, you pulled up this. I can't see you anymore. Okay. Well, while we are waiting for Shady, we gotta wait for Shady to come back. Well, I was questioning his sexuality. He does look a little. I don't know. I don't know if it's a look or what is it, but it's just he looks a little odd. He does give odd. And maybe he's a nerd or something, but he just gives odd, and he looks odd with Jennifer. Like him and Jennifer, they look really weird together. One second, people, because I don't have the control over here. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right, we back. Okay, I can't hear you. I think you're muted. Oh, I think we are having a lot of technical difficulties. I don't know if they don't want us back or what. Please bear with us. Give me 1 second. Let me try to get Shady back. Are you back? I still can't hear you. Something's going on. Please bear with us.